Let me ask you something honest. How many hours did you put in last week? And how much of that time actually moved the needle on your income? If there's a gap between those two answers, and for most entrepreneurs, there is a massive one, you don't have a work ethic problem. You have a leverage problem. Here at AI Income Works, we talk about this constantly because it's the silent killer of talented, driven people. You're not falling behind because you're lazy or because you don't know enough. You're falling behind because the way most people were taught to build a business is fundamentally outdated. It was designed for an economy where the only way to do more was to hire more, spend more, or grind more. That economy is gone. What's replaced it is something genuinely unprecedented. And if you position yourself correctly in the next 90 days, you can take full advantage of it. Artificial intelligence is no longer a tool for big tech companies with massive R&D budgets. It is right now, today, available to any individual willing to learn how to use it strategically, not as a novelty, not as a party trick, but as a real revenue-generating business partner. That's what this video is about. We're going to walk through a 5-phase, 90-day system we call Strategic Simplicity, a framework built specifically for entrepreneurs who want to use AI to build a sustainable, freedom-focused income. No fluff, no hype, just a clear, repeatable system. Let's get into it. The number one reason new businesses stall out has nothing to do with marketing or technology. It has to do with trying to be everything to everyone. Generalists compete on price, specialists compete on value, and in an AI-powered economy, the distance between those two outcomes has never been wider. So before you touch a single tool or build a single landing page, you need to lock in your transformation. We use a simple 3-part formula here. I help who achieve specific result without common frustration. That's it. Write that sentence. Commit to it. If you help freelance designers get consistent, high-paying clients without cold pitching, that's a business. If you help online coaches automate their client onboarding without losing the personal touch, that's a business. The more specific the who, the result, and the frustration, the more your ideal client feels like you're reading their mind, and people pay a premium for that feeling. This phase isn't glamorous, but it is foundational. Do not skip it. Every hour you spend here saves you 10 hours of spinning your wheels later. Once you have your offer defined, most people make the same mistake. They disappear for 3 months building the perfect website, designing a logo, filming a course, crafting the ideal funnel. By the time they surface, their momentum is gone and so is their motivation. We call this the perfectionism trap, and AI is the antidote to it. What you actually need to launch is a launch stack, 3 simple assets. A 1-page website that clearly communicates your offer and includes a single call to action, a lead magnet, a checklist, a short guide, a quiz, something that gives your ideal client a quick win and demonstrates your expertise, and an automated follow-up email sequence that nurtures the relationship and moves them toward working with you. Using AI tools, you can generate all 3 of these in a matter of days, not months. The AI Playground and similar tools can help you draft copy, build email sequences, create checklist content, and refine your messaging, all based on the clear offer you defined in phase 1. The goal is not perfection. The goal is momentum. A launched offer you can improve beats an unlaunched offer you're still polishing. Every single time. Get it live. Start getting feedback. Iterate from there. Here's a reality that a lot of gurus won't tell you. Paid ads are expensive, social media algorithms are unpredictable, and cold outreach is exhausting. None of those are sustainable long-term growth strategies for a solo operator. What is sustainable? Authority-based magnetism. This is the strategy of consistently showing up as the clear, credible expert in your specific niche, so that when your ideal client is ready to invest, you're already the obvious choice. In an AI-saturated content landscape where mediocre posts are being pumped out by the millions every day, authentic, story-driven authority content cuts through the noise. Let me give you a real-world example. One of our community members, we'll call him Jamal, came in with no large audience, no email list, and an offer he'd never formally launched. What he did have was a clear specialty and a willingness to show up consistently. Using AI to help him transform a single personal insight into a structured week of content, he built connection with his audience instead of just broadcasting at them. Within 5 months, he had crossed into multi-six-figure revenue. That's not luck, that's leverage. You don't need viral moments. You need a repeatable content system that positions you as the go-to person in your space. AI can help you do in 2 hours what used to take 2 weeks, so there's no excuse for inconsistency anymore. If phase 3 is about attracting clients, phase 4 is about serving them without burning yourself out. Most service-based businesses are built like a freelance operation. The founder is the product, the sales team, the onboarding specialist, and the customer support department all in one. That model has a ceiling, and it's low. The moment you get busy enough, the quality drops, the communication slips, and the clients feel it. The shift we teach at AI Income Works is from freelancer to CEO, and it starts with systematizing your delivery. Here's a story that illustrates this perfectly. One of the coaches in our network used to wake up at 2 a.m. running through mental checklists. Had she sent that follow-up? Did that client get their week 2 materials? Was anyone falling through the cracks? It was eroding her sleep, her confidence, and her enjoyment of a business she'd worked hard to build. After implementing an AI-assisted onboarding and client check-in system, she reclaimed 4 hours every week, nearly eliminated client drop-off, and, perhaps most importantly, stopped waking up at 2 a.m. Her clients actually reported feeling more supported than before because the system was consistent in a way a tired human brain simply can't be. Automation isn't about removing the human touch. It's about protecting it by reserving your energy for the moments that actually require you. Most people think scaling means getting bigger. What it actually means is getting smarter. Scaling, in the strategic simplicity model, is the practice of identifying what's working, doubling down on it, and systematically removing yourself as the bottleneck. It means transitioning from doing the work to directing the work, whether that work is being done by AI tools, smart systems, or eventually a small, lean team. We reference what we call Bezos's framework in this phase. The question is simple. When I'm 80 years old, will I regret not doing this? Apply it to every growth decision you face, and it cuts through the noise instantly. The things that align with your long-term vision become obvious. The distractions fall away. The CEO shift isn't about ego, it's about energy. When you spend your time on the high-value, high-leverage activities only you can do, strategy, relationship building, big-picture decisions, and delegate everything else to AI and systems, your output multiplies without your hours expanding. That is the definition of leverage. We want to be straight with you about something because we think you deserve honesty more than hype. This 90-day system works, but it doesn't always feel like it's working, especially in the early weeks. We call this the bamboo paradox. For the first several years of its life, a bamboo plant shows almost no visible growth. It's spending all its energy building a root system deep underground. Then, seemingly overnight, it shoots up 90 feet in 6 weeks. The growth was always happening. It just wasn't visible yet. Business follows the same pattern. The first 30, 60, even 90 days can feel quiet. You're planting. You're building roots. You're showing up even when the results aren't obvious. And then, if you stay consistent, the surge comes. The entrepreneurs who succeed with this model are not the ones with the most talent. They're the ones who stay planted long enough for the roots to hold. We want to leave you with one action item, not a list of 10 things, just one. Today, before you close this video, write your one-sentence offer using the formula we gave you. I help WHO achieve result without frustration. Write it down, commit to it for 90 days. That single act of clarity is the foundation everything else in this system is built on. The future of income isn't about working harder. It's about working with leverage. And AI is the greatest leverage tool any individual entrepreneur has ever had access to. You're already here. You're already watching. That means you're already ahead of most people. Now let's build. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We drop new systems, strategies, and AI income breakdowns every week right here on AI Income Works. And drop a comment below with your one-sentence offer. We read every single one